So we're going to be learning about irony today. Learn it, live it, love it. And so irony, and let me tell you the definition before we get to some of these pictures. So irony is the opposite of what is expected happens. So you would expect something to happen and then the opposite occurs. So for instance, this is supposed to stop rust, but yet the can is rusted. So the opposite happens. And these people are going into a fitness center, but instead of climbing the stairs, they're taking the escalator. A wrecked car belonging to an easy driving school. So you were supposed to learn how to drive easily or quicker, more effectively, and yet this lady had an accident. This says, Dear IRS, as people who collect our taxes, they're thinking, I'm writing to you to cancel my subscription. Please remove my name from your mailing list. But we know that you cannot escape the IRS, so that's what makes this ironic. Nothing is written in stone, yet it is written in stone. The Titanic Service, and so they named their company the Titanic, and ironically they drove into the water and are sinking. Thank you for driving carefully through the village. It is a car accident. The procrastinators meeting has been postponed, and so procrastinating means when you put it off, and so it is ironic that the meeting has been postponed. Posting of signs on public property. No posting signs, and yet it is a sign posted on public property. School District of Indian River County. School District IRCEA impasse hearing. Not sure. What is Indian River County? Impasse. I'm not sure what the irony is there. I'll have to get some explanation on that, but maybe you can tell me. Okay, so the three different types of irony. There's verbal, dramatic, and situational. Please write this definition in your notes. So verbal irony is when a character says one thing but means the opposite. So there's debate that it sounds a lot like sarcasm, but when you are sarcastic, that is an intent to hurt others, to make them feel bad, to make fun of them, and irony doesn't do those things. So it's kind of like sarcasm, but in fact it is not with the intent to hurt others. The locker room smells really good. So we know that the locker rooms normally do not smell good, and so then it is verbal irony. They are trying to say the opposite of what reality is. Awesome, another homework packet. And so we know that students do not like homework packets, and so saying that it is awesome makes it verbal irony. So irony that is spoken. Dramatic irony. So only the reader and the audience can see what is happening is the opposite of what is expected. The characters have no idea what is happening. So it's when a reader understands more than the character does. You know something the character does not. Tim's parents are proud of the A he got on the test, but we, the characters, know that he cheated. But they do not. I'm sorry, we the readers. Alex writes a love poem to Judy, but we know that Judy really loves Devin. Or a lot of times in scary movies, we know that the intruder or the bad guy is upstairs in a closet, and of course the girl is walking up the stairs not knowing. So it is dramatic irony when the audience knows something that the characters do not. Situational irony is when something happens that is the opposite of what it expected, and we all learn it at the same time. So General Sedgwick's last words were, they couldn't hit an elephant at this distance, but of course they did. Bill Gates uses an Apple computer. So Bill Gates is Microsoft, and Apple is a different brand. And so it is situational irony that he's using a brand different than what he created. So the difference between situational irony and dramatic irony. Situational irony, we learn at the same time that the characters that something exceeds our expectations or is the opposite of what we expect. Dramatic irony, we know that it's happening, but the characters do not. So if it's unexpected by the character, it's dramatic. If it's unexpected by everyone, it's situational. If it's verbally the opposite, then it's going to be verbal irony. So there are some examples here. I'm going to post the answers so that you can test yourself whether it is situational, dramatic, or verbal. And so take some time to look at each one, and then I will post the answers so that you can see whether you got them correct or not. So when you are done with that, please take the irony exit ticket so that you can test your knowledge on the 3 different types of irony. I would suggest reviewing these 3 different types. There are tons of Quizlets and quizzes online. We're going to keep practicing and trying to find them in literature, and so it's something that you're just going to have to practice and get good at. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day.